Hey, everybody. It's been a while. It's been a long time, actually. Way back when in May, I was letting you guys know that I went on a sabbatical, or I was going on a sabbatical. So, what I would like to do now is give you guys four more episodes covering the four areas and kind of debrief and let you know what happened. A lot of people were asking me, and I was like, yeah, I know. I meant to get around to doing the videos and all that kind of stuff. And, well, I got right back in the ministry. That's what happened. Coming out of sabbatical right away, we had an event going on, and then there was a trip in July, there was vacation, there was COVID, and it is the end of August, and I'm now just catching up to stuff and getting to things that aren't calling my name immediately. In the back of my head, it always is. But anyway, that's beside the point. So, what I'm talking about today is point one of sabbatical, which was increased intimacy with God. So, as I mentioned, there was a silent retreat involved. That's how I started the sabbatical. Now, I had mentioned that I would record a short clip every day of my sabbatical and then that I would put them all together or share them somehow about 3 days in after the silent retreat because my phone was turned off. I realized that it seemed more like work to me and that my brain was thinking about ministry stuff. And so I just decided we're going to cut that idea and I'm just going to give you guys these four videos here. So the silent retreat was really good. It was also very difficult. One of the things that stood out to me was I realized after having my phone off for a while that there's a lot of times that I reach for my phone for something. Watch Netflix, look at a game, look something up, send a message to my wife, check my email, check my Facebook, check my WhatsApp, check Marco Polo, all these things that I use to communicate with people. Is done in this tool. In fact, I'm recording a video in my phone right now. So that was a big eye opener for me. And I was like, okay, God, well, what do I do? Well, why don't I journal about it? So I got my journal right here that I used. It is almost filled up. There we go. The focus is kind of weird. But anyway, um, it was good. It was a good practice. I wrote everything down. I don't know how many pages I filled just from the 2.5, 3 day silent retreat. I really did grow my relationship with God in that and realize how I can experience God in anything that I do. I can communicate with God in anything that I do. And this is something that I think we know as Christians, but ultimately it's not something that we practice. It's not something that we do all the time. So doing a silent retreat really helps us to reconnect with that foundation. And that's what it did for me. And it was great. It was really good. Once I got past the everything coming at me and just being able to be alone with God, it was really awesome. Coming back to the regular world after my retreat felt like an onslaught of stimulation. I was in the woods, I was in a cabin by myself, and so just coming back, half of the way home, I just drove with the radio off, and then I turned it on, and it was just overwhelming, just hearing extra noise, to be honest. And coming home and all that, it was a little hard to adjust to. So over that time, I was able to develop and solidify some more spiritual practices, journaling for one, two, coffee with Jesus. So one of the things that came out of that is just practicing the presence of God and just being still. So that is how I currently am starting my mornings. I spend my first coffee in silence. My cat Batman is usually on my lap or somewhere really close to me. So it's coffee with Batman and Jesus. But that's okay. Um, just practicing that stillness. I realized, since coming out of sabbatical, there was about maybe a week or so where that didn't happen because there was so much stuff going on. And I recognized my anxiety slowly rising throughout the day. Frustration was a lot easier to access and just feeling overwhelmed. And just 20 minutes in the morning, however long it takes me to drink that cup of coffee, And then journaling, handwritten journaling, which forced me to slow down and collect my thoughts instead of just trying to get it done. I do still write, as you guys know. So practicing Lectio Divina more often, about 3 times a week. And that's my blog that I also put out, which I will share along with this. It's many of you probably don't even know about it. I don't remember if I shared that or not. Other practices, such as reading. So I read 3 of the 4 books that I intended on doing, and the 3 that I did read were excellent. The 4th one so far is excellent as well. But those were some of the main things that I was able to get into a healthy rhythm of. Some other things like practicing fasting more often, and I'm going to develop a more regular rhythm of maybe like every 6 months, 3 to 6 months, taking a silent retreat just to kind of regain balance and keep the focus on Jesus the whole time. So phase 1 of sabbatical was successful, and stay tuned for the next ones. I'm trying to keep these videos short so that you guys don't have to belabor me just pondering and pontificating. Just trying to be really straight to the point and just give you guys all the details. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.